Hi, I'm Dar with the Healy Technology Report, and today we're going to look at how to schedule your internet so it turns off at a particular time or it turns on at a particular time. Now, you might ask, why do you want to do this? Well, if you're a school or an office, you might want to unrestrict services or restrict services or certain websites at a time of day, after hours versus business hours. So let's jump right in and see how this is done. Okay, so here we are in PFSense, and there's three things that we're going to do here. We're going to add a schedule under here, and then we're going to apply rules to that schedule, and then we're going to create some override rules for computers that don't need to be applied, and we're going to use aliases to do that. So let's jump right into schedules here, and we're going to add a schedule. And so this schedule we're going to call work_hours. We can't use spaces on this particular line. And this is work hours at the office. Okay, and so we're going to go in and we're going to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we're going to say from 8 a.m. to 16:59, which is basically 5 o'clock. And then we're going to add that time. And you can see here Monday to Friday, 8 till 4:59, and we're going to click Save. Okay, so there's our schedule. Next thing we need to go into Rules, and we're going to go into the LAN rules here. And you can see these are default rules. So we've got an anti-lockout rule, and then allow all rule, and a second allow all rule for IP6. So these are default rules that get set up with 3CX when you first install it. So we're going to create a deny rule, and so this is going to block, we're going to block all port 80 traffic, which is HTTP or web browsing, normal unsecured web browsing. So what we want to do is we want to say from, okay, any source we need to select the LAN network. In your case, they'll probably just say LAN net, and then destination to any location. And this is block normal HTTP web browsing during work hours. Okay, now we need to click on this display advanced button, and we're going to scroll all the way down until we find schedule, and we'll see work hours in there. So we'll select that and click save. All right, so now we've got another rule here that says we're going to deny traffic from the LAN during work hours. Now, we want to create an override. Maybe the admin people actually do need, oh, you know what? I see a mistake here. I should have put port 80 because this is going to deny all traffic, which is okay if that's what we want, but we were going to block just port 80. So we want to go here, HTTP port 80, and then we'll save that again. Okay, so now it's going to block port 80. Now we might want to have the admin people have access during work hours. So we're going to create an override rule that allows them to have all access during work hours. Now the way we do that is first we create an alias or a group of different computers. Now this depends on IP address. So if you're in admin computers, the important computers, you're going to want to set up DHCP reservations or static IP addresses so that you can include them in the list and be sure that their IP addresses are not going to change. Okay. So we're going to type in here an address 10.100.75.10, and that happens to be my address here internal, and we're going to click save. Okay, and so now we've got a firewall alias. Now we can go back to the rules and under the LAN, and we're going to add in another rule that says we're going to allow all traffic, and this is going to be from a particular alias. So there's our alias that we set up, and to the admin people. So this is a non-scheduled rule that applies all the time. So now these rules get applied from the top down. So we've got our anti-lockout rule, and then we've got a rule that says if the traffic is coming from one of the bigwig computers, then we're going to allow it. We're going to pass it through. Now, if it doesn't match that rule, because it's not one of the bigwig computers, then it's going to go to the second one here. And the second one says that if it's any other computer on the network during work hours, we're going to block that traffic. Now, if it's not during work hours, then it uses the next rule, which says that if any traffic from the LAN that's going through, we're just going to allow it. So this is going to allow the big wigs during office hours, really 24/7. Anywhere else in the office, it's going to block port 80, and then it's going to allow everything else. Now, the nice thing about this is if you know about existing connections, so if somebody's watching Netflix or something like that, normally a firewall rule would not it would just keep on going. But with this particular rule here, with schedules, it will actually kill those extensions or those connections as part of the schedule. So it allows you to block ongoing internet radio or things like that. Okay, I'm Dar with the Helia Technology Report. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got lots of interesting things on there, and wouldn't want you to miss out. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.